Which hat? What do you think we're going to talk about with that title? Which hat? We are going to discuss whether a book is an informational or an informative text. Now, we have been talking about narrative and expository writing pieces and text pieces. Narrative is as a character who tells the story, and expository is an informative writing piece. So that is what we're going to talk about, whether a text has the hat of narrative or informative. There are two different types of texts. We have narrative and informational or informative. A narrative hat. These are some questions that you might ask whenever you are reading a text or something, anything that you're reading, to see if it's a narrative writing. Where and when does the story take place? What is important about the setting? Who are the characters? What are their traits? What are the most important events? What are the lessons or messages the author is trying to share? What is the purpose? How is the problem solved? What does the character learn in the end? Those are some really good questions to ask. And if you need to remember those, maybe write them on a piece of paper or in a notebook. That way, whenever you are reading a text, you can refer to those questions and ask yourself, is this a narrative piece or is this an informative piece? Informational hat would have, what is the purpose of the text? Why did the author write it? What are the main ideas? What are the supporting details? What are the text features? What do they add to the text? What is the text structure? How do the events, ideas, or concepts relate to each other? And I have to move my picture to see that last one. Where are the facts? Where are the opinions? Here are some examples of narrative stories. Brian's Winter. And I can't read the name on that one. Scary Stories. The Canine Connection. Narrative stories. Here's what the narrative hat might look like. What is the problem? How is the problem solved? What does the characters learn in the end? What is the theme? Who are the characters? What are the traits? When and where does the story take place? What is the important about the settings? What are most important events? What are the characters? What are the character traits? I think we just said that. So an informative would look like this. What is the purpose of this text? Why did the author write it? What are the main ideas and what are the supporting details? Remember, we talked about writing with the pillars. That's what we're talking about. What are the text features? What do they add to the text? What is the text structure? So when you read a book or just a paper that someone has written, approach it with each of these hats, narrative and informative.